I'm here at the foot of Holy Arunachala in Tiruvannamalai, India. Today, this day of the full moon eclipse in Cancer and Capricorn, Saturn and Pluto conjuncting, causing huge transformations for so many. It's such a rich time to be here now in this earth plane on the journey home. Namaste to you, my friends. Just seeing, I'm here on retreat. It's a 28-day retreat with my teacher, Deva Ji. I think we're about 10 days in. And just seeing a deeper level of how this unraveling works. So we all come in out of the purity and the love that we are. We come into form to have the potential to unravel karma and to see the innocence of everything that's happened to us, and to free the layers around the heart that have kept us from feeling separate from the love that we are, from separate from everything. We are here to free ourselves. I'm at an ashram, and that's the breakfast bell. So we are here with the potential to live in love and beauty and joy and see the majesty of the dream while resting and anchored in reality of the beingness that we are. Who we are is untouched by anything changing in the play. And in order to see that, in order to live that, we must be willing to feel, to unravel, and to unwind the life, and to go back and feel the original wounds that caused the layers of the protection, that caused the ego to be built. The ego meaning me, a separate player, what I believe, what my opinions are, what I like and don't like, which causes resistance to what is. It creates a separation. Having any idea or belief or opinion about what should be keeps us separated from what is, keeps us away from just receiving the wisdom and grace and majesty of the program. And everything that is changing is indeed a program. The deeper layers are to see that there is no one choosing or doing anything. And so what has played for this one is, so my wound, the core wound, is with my dad, who is not in form. He passed away 5 years ago. 4 years ago is when David Ji came in to this dream as my guru, as my teacher, as my guide home, and also as to play this father figure to trigger the wounds. And it very much has been very painful to be with him, because it's just been this, this wanting his love, wanting his recognition, because I never got it from my father. And so finally, I understand what he's talking about in a much deeper way, that all of the ways that we react and all of the emotions that come up and all of the ways that we're triggered is not somebody doing something. It's all just playing in the program. And the wisdom, when we are pointed towards home, the wisdom will cycle around the same dynamics so we can see deeper and deeper into reality, which is that which is untouched by all of it. So this triggered around in a way that I was moved in a way to offer David G a piece of bread to feed the birds, because an astrologer locally that I felt like I respected, and I still do, everything was just played in the way perfectly to set up for what happened. So I felt like I was making a choice to offer David G some bread to feed the birds, to help clear his throat chakra, to help with his family situation with his daughter who's going through a lot, like a dark night of the soul. Anyways, it was all innocent. I felt like I, wanted to give it to him, and, if it helped, that was awesome. If not, then whatever. Yeah, so I felt like I was doing that, but I wasn't. I was never choosing anything. It just was played. So then yesterday, during satsang, he made a joke because his throat was still not, it's still clean. It's still unclear. He still has all this congestion in his throat. And he made a joke in front of everybody. And he used my old name, Trista, twice. And he's like, so much for feeding the birds. And because his throat was still full. And so it seemed like a really light-hearted, innocent joke, but it felt like a dagger to my heart. And immediately that pain came, because it was like being humiliated, that feeling unimportant because he couldn't even remember the name Hamsa that he gave me, right? But the seeing is that he didn't choose any of that. It had to come forth from the beloved so I could be with that heart pain in a way I've never been able to be before. There's such an anchoring in this truth of what I really am. There's more connection with my own being that holds the space for everything, that is watching the play. That, this heart pain just like, it built and built in satsang. And rather than going into a story, I was able to see this is all just the program. It's not affecting me. Even though it was like really physically intense in the body and the emotions, and there was some thoughts about being humiliated and everything, but there was this oh my God, this is the program. I'm not choosing any of this. He didn't choose any of that. It's playing so I can feel the reality even deeper. And then after satsang, there was just a lot of yawning, a lot of movement in the body, a lot of humming to move the energy, coughing. And so it's just such grace to see how the wisdom plays, to see how karma is freed, and to feel the pain so close. It's like the fragility of our ego. It's like so fragile, and it's wanting to be seen through, that the ego is not real. It's not real. We cannot find someone that is real. All our thoughts about ourselves and ideas about ourselves, it's not real. The ego is based on a lie. And breaking out of the dream is to be willing to receive what the beloved is offering in pure humility. And this is what unravels the conditioning. It's not a me trying to do anything. It's resting in the stillness of the being, receiving the offering as it is, and letting the wisdom break us apart, break us down, and crack open our heart, and being willing to realize, like, I am just a vessel to receive this karma, and all that's wanted is just to be an offering, to remember my true essence, our true essence, so we are pure love, and in reality we cannot be touched by what's moving and changing in the world. And as things intensify on the planet, as the world gets more chaotic and more people fall into fear and darkness, the service of offering ourselves to the beloved, of offering all-knowing, to be willing to receive our conditioning and let it unravel, that is like the highest possibility in this time. It is so important. And so if you are doing this work, I just honor all beings who are doing this work in your own way. This is just the way that it's happening for me. All of my Sangha, my beautiful family here, doing this deep work. It's so sacred. It's so powerful. And especially here at the mountain, it's the mountain just like amplifies everything and just holds this, it's like this force field of love. And sometimes it feels like, like it's tearing you apart. But it's like accelerating this process of going all the way home. So much love to you on your journey home, in this process of remembering who you are, who we are. We connect in our beingness, in the space of awareness that is alive in itself, that is pure. It's everywhere. It is not in time. It is not in space. It is eternal. It is ourself. Thanks for watching. Much love from Tiruvannamalai.